Hi guys, welcome to another movie crew review. Today we'll be reviewing Superman.
The movie stars David Corenswet, Rachel Brosnahan, and Nicholas Hoult.
So, in this incarnation of Superman, we are following him as he's fighting both home and abroad against Lex Luthor, who's trying to take him down with any means he can. So, we're going to get into the review, and Moon is going to take us away.
All right, so I'm a big DC fan. I love not the movies, the animated series and the comics, but I was never a fan of Superman for some reason. So James Gunn had a lot to do about it to make me like this movie. And I did enjoy this movie a lot. And I think the main thing I loved was Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult. I think he did a fantastic job. He is Lex Luthor, and he was menacing. The movie sort of revolves like he's trying to tear down Superman like inch by inch, part by part, and so the plot is all like revolving around his master plan. So and David Cornswet, I think he's pretty good. He looks so much like Henry Cavill, so it was a bit jarring, but I think he's a I don't want to say, but I think he's a better actor than Henry Cavill. But yeah, for me, Superman is such an overpowered character, and I always thought like it's very hard to defeat him, even though we have seen him getting defeated. But I think they did pretty good job here because Nicholas Hoult, like Lex Luthor, is pretty smart, so he create this being, and he's trying to like he has this master plan. Won't spoil much here. So they did that part pretty well, but and it's a bit political as well, the movie. I did appreciate that aspect as well. Um, Superman and Lois Lane, or Clark Kent, Lois Lane, is such an important aspect of Super Clark Kent, and I think Rachel Brosnahan did a fantastic job here. She is Lois Lane. She got the quirk and she's that banter. I loved her. She was so good. And my boy, Mr. Terrific, I was more hyped to see him than Superman. And the best fight scene is with Mr. Terrific. Uh, that's also like a flaw in the movie. I'll get to there later. But yeah, the best fight scene was with him, and he was badass, man. His costume rules. I loved him so much. Eddie Gaethje, I think I pronounced his name right. Oh, love him, love him, love him. I want to see his movie. I really want to see that movie. And Guy Gardner, I don't like him as a Green Lantern because he's a dick and he's a dick here. So I loved him for some reason. So he was really good too. Yeah, the biggest flaw of this movie is, I would say, the action. I loved it, but there's not a lot of it, and the fight scenes are just there. It's not, you know, nothing I will go home and like and think about it. And it's the first movie, like it's a good stepping stone movie. I know James Gunn's love to do that. Like we're trying to build up this universe because we have a lot of the Snyderverse. After I don't want it, it was too much. We don't need Snyder fans anymore. We are moving in a positive direction now, and yes, this is a great step. Yeah, all right, Cameron.
Yeah, I thought the first word that comes to mind to me was this movie was perfectly balanced. I think, like Moon said, I'm a bit the same with growing up with the animated series. I always didn't really connect with Superman because it was a bit OP, but I thought in this movie, from the get-go, it's perfectly balanced. You get all the struggle. Usually with Superman, you don't really get the struggle of defeating villains very often. It's more the mental battles. But in this one, it was the physical and mental aspects of the whole movie. And even the Clark Kent side of it, we didn't see a lot of it. I think the balance there was a little bit off, but that's I come to see Superman. So, but the parts with Clark Kent, I really enjoyed. And yeah, I think the whole cast as a whole, just the synergy they had between each other, just bouncing off each other all the time. I think Lex being pure evil, you got Guy Gardner being just like a douche, and then you got these other sort of other characters coming around like Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific. Just it just all balances out, and just the way it was shot, I actually really enjoyed the fight scenes. I think just just the way they show off Superman and all his abilities, I think they did that really well. And yeah, the music for me, the reprise of John Williams' original score, I really enjoyed throughout the movie. I think the song choices were great in this one and just really gives it this uplifting feel in this movie. And I think that's what Superman, in my opinion, embodies, this uplifting, hopeful feeling. And you get that throughout the whole movie. I mean, I was pretty much smiling from the get-go all the way through, other than like really sad scenes. But other than that, I think this was a great time I had at the cinema and I really enjoyed it. John?
Yeah. So firstly, I'll take off my hypno glasses. I really, really enjoyed this film. I think that it was fantastic in terms of the whole color palette and the way that it looks. I mean, the Henry Cavill one, I didn't mind it, but I mean, it was a bit dark, and I don't really like it when they go down that like real serious route. So this is really good return to like something like from the Christopher Reeve days. So I think the casting for one is a standout. Like they're all great, and I think it's good that Nathan Fillion's finally got a role in one of these James Gunn films where it's not just like a kind of a throwaway character. I like the Guy Gardner performance in here. There's like a scene where he's flipping things over and they're like middle fingers flipping things over. It's fantastic. I just, for me, that was such a great take, like to redeem a Green Lantern character from the Ryan Reynolds film. So yeah, I think that having all the extra superheroes in with Superman makes it feel like you're coming into like a say like a Superman 2. We didn't spend a lot of time with the whole origin story because it's been done a bit to death by this stage. So it was great to just get in there and then have like a bunch of these metahumans all together. They're not just like coming in at the last minute. They're placed really well throughout the film. I think that the storyline it's pretty good. I like how we're not just focused in like America. I don't know if that's more what it is, but I like how it's got this world view. It's a bit political, yes, but overall the whole way that the fighting happens and all the different twists and turns. There are a couple of things I didn't see coming. For me, I found them quite good. And Crypto, the super dog, I loved him. It's so fun. Every time he came on screen, he's like just causing havoc, and you see why at the end of the film. So I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just for me, he was so fun. I thought he was going to be a throwaway, and Cameron kept saying he's going to get killed in this film because that's what James Gunn does. But
He will do it, I think, in the
I
future
I
movies.
was just so happy. But yeah, at the same time, if he got killed at the end of the film by the havoc that he caused, like I don't think I would have been like. But yeah, it just and even yeah, all the side characters like Jimmy's a ladies' man, so like all the women are going after him. It's just he doesn't look like it because I've seen him in like shows like The Righteous Gemstones and things like that. So he just always to me looks like a nerd, but like for some reason, like every single like model and everybody's going after him. So I think that's yeah, great. And the chief, I love him. The only thing I would have loved if he said his catchphrase, which like he says in a lot of TV shows where he's like, shit. But other than that, fantastic. Perfect casting on all fronts. So yeah.
Yeah, that Daily Planet sort of click was
Yes.
really well
It
done.
did.
It kept me so interested in the Daily Planet. Usually I'm a bit dozing off during even the animated TV shows and the movies. I'm dozing off a little bit with those sort of scenes. But because they were all totally different characters and dynamics and they just gel so well together, I think that's credit to the writing. It just kept me immersed throughout the whole movie, I think.
And it was a good way because you go into a newsroom, they've got like all the TVs going. It's not like one of those cliches where they turn the TV on at the right time and it's at the perfect story.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
kind of like panning off to it, getting the information that we need to, like who are the justice get, and all like those things. We're just getting those like bits and pieces of information from the TV, which for me is great writing to be able to do that, but in like a way that is meant to be and not so forced. So.
I love Crypto as well. He was very annoying, but I think it's meant to be annoying. I loved him. I think I don't know what's Crypto. Yeah. Anyway, I would have liked. Yeah, I think they will eventually go on to that. They'll take that route, which Cameron said. Eventually, I think it will happen. James Gunn will do that for sure. And there was like Lois is taking Clark's interview. I love the conversation when they're sort of, it is an interview, but they are also, sort of
Yeah.
getting. I would have loved even if we had another one of those as well because it added to both of their characters. I would have appreciate it then more.
Yeah, but it gave a really good like perspective on what their relationship was at this
Yeah,
stage.
it is very like fresh.
Yeah.
Like it's brand new relationship. Like
Yeah, I just I really I have to say it's probably like my second favorite Superman at this stage. Like behind Christopher Reeve's portrayal, I think this is like a close second. I don't think anybody can beat that, but that's just my
yeah,
opinion. It's just one of those things that I think is very hard when you're the first and you do it so well.
Yeah.
For anybody to come back and beat it. The other one is the robots, Alan Tudge's character in it. I know probably Nathan may be watching this and he likes Alan Tudge. So
me too. I love him, man. Love him.
his
Yeah.
voice acting,
Voice acting
probably
is
some of the funniest bits when he's like speaking and how his character is. So I really enjoyed that and yeah, perfect on all fronts.
I think the thing that's going to keep me coming back to this movie, I think, is Lex Luthor performance. I think
Yep.
it's just
so-
so memorable. I was really concerned when they casted him. It just looked a bit young from what I can picture Lex Luthor in my brain during all those animated movies I've watched. But oh my God, that performance was just pure evil and just pure evil genius. It's like he did the homework, and my God, did he get an A+.
Yeah.
I mean, every scene with him and Superman, just him, I couldn't stop looking at him and just, God, I just admiring him, because usually with Superman villains, it's just, well, the baddies that he's beating up are just there,
The big
but
go, yeah.
Lex is the
is
brain,
brain,
and
yep.
he's there, and he's just so well written in this movie and
Yeah,
so well performed.
The last speech he was giving, I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you, man. I feel
Yeah.
you.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that like he reminds me a bit, and not much, but you know John Crye's performance of Lex Luthor from
Yeah.
the TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what kind of came to mind. It's like a young version of him, but he's just so smart.
Yeah.
And
like, twisted.
Yeah, he is. He really is
very-
twisted. Like, and it's good because he recognizes that he's got like an ego and he's got all these things wrong, but obviously he just keeps going with it. So
But he does look a bit weird with like Nicholas Holt as like an actor with the bald head.
yeah, I
he
get
does-
used to him with the
yeah,
hair from
yeah,
the menu and all that. So like Mum was asking me when we were watching it, she's like, "Have we seen him in this before?" And she's like, "I'm like, yeah, this film and this film and this." And she's like, "Yeah, but he looks different." I'm like, "Yeah, because he's bald." So, yeah, but yeah, I think yeah, again, it's just they're like David Crosnet. Like I would have never pictured him for Superman, but at the same time, he's like the perfect Superman.
Yeah.
Same Lois Lane. It's just whoever did the casting and worked it all out, pieced it all together. I think took their time and got an A1 cast together. That, like you said, Daily Planet team was really good, and yeah, a lot of good acting.
Even the Kents,
Yeah.
they looked like farm people.
Yeah, they did. The
And
accent were bang
They-
on.
It
Yeah.
was just like, it was like we were actually transported to the farm. Like, it didn't feel like it was A-list actors and actresses. It was just like, oh yeah, they could definitely be his parents.
Yeah, well, I think not having any real A-listers or anything like that makes it probably a
Yeah.
lot more believable, because if you like come into it and I don't know, like you
Like
got
Man
like,
of Steel
yeah,
had
well, yeah, obviously Henry Cavill made it from there, but you
Yeah.
also have like Amy Adams in there as
yeah,
Lois Lane,
big
and you
actors,
have
yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg just coming
Oh
off
my
the
God!
Social
Please don't
Network.
take his name, please.
But yeah, it's just it's one of those things that I think the known names are probably that's where they'll make it from this. Like I think he'd be great in like other films. Had that Lex Luthor's girlfriend. She was quite funny. I didn't realize how integral she'd be. To
Yeah,
it.
she was. I
Yeah.
thought she would be just another
A throwaway.
Yeah,
girl,
throwaway character, exactly. And then like she's like the Deus Ex Machina to solve the day. So yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna give our scores.
Yep.
Moon, how many cryptos out of 10?
I'll give it 8 cryptos out of 10.
John?
I'll give it 9.25 cryptos out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it 9 cryptos out of 10. All right, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, check out our socials, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.